Hey everyone, Low Quality here with an update on my Vaal Grand Slam Juggernaut character after the first weekend of the Forbidden Sanctum League. I've already had a bunch of thoughts after leveling, after going through white, yellow, red maps, and then fighting the pinnacle bosses. So I've got a lot of thoughts already, and I've also got some feedback from some people trying out the POB. So I just wanted to kind of jump into, first off, a list of pros and cons that I kind of hit throughout the process. Obviously, the first two that I picked up, this is the reason why we're playing Juggernaut. Pros, super tanky. Once you take Unbreakable, you're in a really good spot. And then super quick. So Unstoppable made leveling, I think this is my fastest league start leveling ever. I probably got under around 6 hours, maybe 5 to 6 hours for me. And I'm not like, I don't go crazy, I'm not a racer, so that to me was huge. The cons, though, it was a little shaky for a while until I figured out how to get around them. So low damage. I knew it was going to be lower than Berserker, obviously, which Berserker is just ridiculous for damage. But I didn't know how tough it really was going to be coming out of campaign into maps. And then the league mechanic. So I skipped it while I was leveling. As soon as I hit maps, I started, tried to get into it. This build at the moment requires a high amount of effort to do the league content. As I get more and more damage, it's becoming a lot easier. But initially, you're gonna have to work for it a lot. And then another kind of little throwaway is Rithlos's Coil fucking sucks. Never going it again on a slam build. That was a mistake, so we're just gonna swap that out. And just to kind of jump into the fixes that I had for all of those cons. First off, for the low damage, I realized as a stopgap, basically between us going staves, you can just go Tidebringer. Tidebringer is super cheap, even on League launch. You get a pseudo 5 socket, or if you get a 6-link Tidebringer, you get 6 socket. So that's really good. Definitely recommend picking that up. A fix for the, what are we looking at? High effort league content. That is still just damage. So as you gain more and more damage, you're going to stun these guards in the Sanctum a lot more. And if they're stunned, they're locked down, they can't cast any spells. It makes it a lot easier. And then the fix for Rithlos's Coil, I mean, you can use a Stygian Vice if you want. I'm actually trying out Arn's Anguish, which has been maybe only a few hours so far, but it seems fine right now, right? Like Juggernaut has, defenses taken care of, so I'm not too worried about rocking that for a bit. One thing I do want to note is sort of a mistake on the tree that I had made. I didn't realize this until I really got into basically until I read it. The Fortify wheel that I was taking, you don't get the bonus damage if you take the Mastery that gives you free Fortify, and I'm taking that wheel for the Mastery, right? So essentially what I'm doing is I'm wasting 4 skill points in order to get Fortify. That to me is a mistake. I'd have to recalibrate. I don't know if I want to just use a Fortify support while leveling in the future or what. But where my character's currently at, the solution is just to get a large Mace Cluster Jewel or Staff Cluster Jewel with Overlord on it. So we've got a 2 notable cluster. It's not, the best, but for now it's actually a huge quality of life because you can take those 4 points that are wasted and then move those into damage or life. Doesn't matter. But yeah, so that'll kind of go over the overview of my first 3 days. I've been having a ton of fun. My current strategy for the Sanctum is to stockpile all 8 rooms in a row and then just run a whole floor. Definitely would recommend doing that if you're at all sick of, I'm seeing the feedback on Reddit. Even though I don't subscribe to it, definitely if you are kind of leaning towards that camp, just lead into the, get sucked into that vortex of the Sanctum, click the button to save it, and then, once you have them all, run them all at once. Makes it a lot less painful. You do get some, you get some little currencies out of it. And then if you get a God run, it actually feels a lot of fun. Like you can 60% increased movement speed is ridiculous. You get a bunch of inspiration, which is like extra health, etc. You can kind of get the ball rolling, and it is a lot of fun when it works. So past that though, I am going to show off probably at the start of the video, and I'm going to upload them as separate videos, just my pinnacle boss fights. And you can kind of see the high effort that this build takes in the early game. Basically, we don't have enough damage to just kind of face roll shit. We do have enough defenses to tank. I think I tank a few slams in the videos. Just, I don't know. Man, your hands got to be quick, and if they're not quick, you just eat a slam. But, you know, live with 10% health, hit Enduring Cry, you're back up at 100. So, yeah, catch those videos after this one. And then I think I'm also going to be streaming on Monday, so that'll be tomorrow. I'll post a link at the bottom of the video. If you want to stop by, have any questions, whatever you want, hit me up. But yeah, thanks. Catch you guys later. Hope you guys are enjoying the Forbidden Sanctum as much as I am. Probably not. I'm loving it.